Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down a brand new career opportunity that just surfaced for fresh engineering graduates. I'm talking about the massive GERAB India recruitment drive for 2025 and 2026. So let's just dive right in and see exactly what this opening is all about, and more importantly, whether you might be the perfect fit for it. All right, first things first, let's figure out exactly who this is for. Are you a 2025 or 2026 mechanical engineering grad? Well, if you are, listen up, because you are exactly who GERAB is actively looking for. This explainer is all about decoding this specific job posting. And honestly, it's a fantastic foundational entry point if you're looking to jump straight into the industrial sector right out of college. And the best part? You don't need years of experience. Seriously, you just need the degree and a whole lot of drive. And here's a detail that should immediately catch your eye. This is a permanent, full-time opportunity, and it's based in Hyderabad, right? We aren't talking about some short-term internship or a temporary contract where, you're left wondering what on earth happens in 6 months. No way. This is a rock-solid, stable role designed to completely launch your career. Plus, you'd be setting up your professional life in a major tech and engineering hub. Let's move into Section 1, the GERAB India opportunity. Stepping into the industrial sector. Now, to really grasp the weight of this role, you've kind of got to understand the company itself. GERAB India is an absolute engineering powerhouse. They supply crucial piping products, valves, and all sorts of industrial materials. But honestly, it's who they supply them to that really makes this a big deal. We're talking the oil and gas industry, power generation, petrochemicals, and those massive EPC, that's engineering, procurement, and construction projects. I mean, this is heavy industry. By joining GERAB, you are getting immediate front-row exposure to some of the most critical infrastructure projects out there in the world today. So the core value proposition here is crystal clear. You get hands-on exposure to real industrial engineering projects and the opportunity to work side by side with experienced engineers. This isn't just one of those jobs where you're sitting in a corner pushing paper. It is a profound learning environment. You're going to be mentored by seasoned professionals who have literally been executing complex technical projects for years. This is all about rapid professional development right out of the gate. All right, moving on to Section 2, inside the engineering departments. Choose your path. So there are 2 primary departments you could be placed in here. Project management and the proposal department. If you land in project management, you are right in the thick of the action. You'll be coordinating projects, monitoring schedules, tracking progress, and constantly communicating with customers and vendors. It's super active and incredibly coordination heavy. On the flip side, though, the proposal department is highly analytical. Over there, you'd be preparing quotations, doing deep dive cost estimations, and reviewing some pretty complex customer specs. So take a second and think about which of these actually fits your personality. Do you prefer driving a project forward on the ground, or are you more into the meticulous, detail-oriented work of putting that winning bid together? Looking at the gritty, practical reality of the job, freshers can expect to tackle a very specific set of daily tasks. You'll be reading complex engineering drawings, you'll be preparing reports and drafting BOMs, that's bills of materials, which is essentially like a giant, highly detailed recipe of parts required for a massive project. You'll also be heavily involved in customer and vendor coordination and keeping a close eye on project timelines. These aren't just busy work tasks, these are highly transferable, hard skills that are going to build one seriously impressive resume. This brings us to Section 3, Eligibility and Required Skills. Do you have what it takes? Okay, consider this your ultimate application checklist. The absolute non-negotiables? Well, you absolutely must have excellent communication skills, confidence during presentations, a B.Tech in mechanical engineering, and, of course, a willingness to work in Hyderabad. But if you really want to stand out from that massive stack of resumes, you're going to want those beneficial skills. If you've got solid technical knowledge of MS Excel, maybe some basic AutoCAD skills, and strong analytical abilities, boom, you are already a step ahead. They are explicitly looking for teamwork and a genuine eagerness to learn, so definitely highlight these on your resume if you've got them. Section 4, Salary and Career Growth. Let's talk about the reward. So look, while the official job posting does omit the exact salary figure, the standard benchmark for fresh mechanical engineers in this specific industrial market typically falls right around 3.0 to 5.0 lakhs per annum. But to be totally honest with you, your true baseline here, it's really the long-term career growth and that solid professional foundation you're establishing right out of the gate. And here's the real kicker. For exceptional candidates, compensation often scales with performance.
If you can walk into that interview and confidently showcase those beneficial skills we just talked about, like AutoCAD, deep analytical thinking, and, really exceptional presentation skills, you position yourself beautifully to hit the higher end of that industry spectrum, maybe even reaching that 5 to 6 LPA mark.
Let's wrap up with Section 5, How to Apply Today. Your next steps. Now, the application process here is incredibly direct, which is great. There are no massive, clunky online portals to get lost in. Step 1, update your CV right now. Make sure you prominently highlight your mechanical engineering degree, your grad year of 2025 or 2026, and absolutely front-load any of those specific skills like AutoCAD or MS Office. Step 2, just email that updated CV directly to komarap@gerab.com. That's KOMMARAP@gerab.com. Seriously, don't wait on this one. Opportunities for freshers in reputed EPC supply companies like this, they spread like wildfire and fill up incredibly fast.
Which really leaves us with just one final question based on everything we've unpacked today. Are you ready to kickstart your career in the EPC and oil and gas sector? This explainer has shown you the roadmap, right? You've got the stability of a permanent role in Hyderabad, massive exposure to heavy industry, and a super clear path for professional development. The opportunity is literally sitting right there waiting for you. So go send that email, prep for that interview, and claim your spot in the engineering world. Thanks so much for joining me to break this down today.